Behind the spectacular lighting of America's Got Talent lies a story that few dare to inform, a story of raw talent, unrelenting resilience, and the shadows of tragedy. Courtney Hadwin, the shy English lady with a voice that might shake the heavens, captivated the sector along with her electrifying performances, but repute got here at a cost. Beneath the status ovations and viral acclaim lies a life marred via heartbreak and struggles that shaped her adventure. It is time to inform the entirety about how Courtney defied the percentages, battled inner and outer demons, and became her ache right into a melody that resonated with millions. Early life and musical roots. Courtney Hadwin becomes born in Hartlepool, a scenic town in County Durham, England. Her dad and mom, Anne-Marie and Paul Hadwin, cultivated in surroundings in which song flowed as certainly as verbal exchange. Grown up alongside her siblings, Melissa and Paul, Courtney's home became a haven for creative expression. The Hadwin circle of relatives wasn't only a unit. They had been the backbone of Courtney's emerging musical ardor, and they recognized her extraordinary presence from a young age. It wasn't lengthy before Courtney's hunger for musical knowledge driven her beyond traditional training. She dove headfirst into extensive training. Courtney began attending the Schottenhall Theatre School, wherein she found out stagecraft and vocal strategies. She increased her repertoire through participating in master training and lessons at renowned institutions, which include the Katzers School of Music. Her relentless pressure to best her craft even prolonged to vocal schooling under Julie Miles at Vocal Ovation. This changed in which she delicate her range and stage presence. It turned into clear. Courtney's love for song wasn't just an interest. It turned into a calling. Stimulated via some of the finest icons in tune history, she changed into instinctively drawn to the soul-stirring electricity of legends like Little Richard, James Brown, and Mick Jagger, and immersed herself of their artistry. However, it was Janis Joplin's uncooked, unfiltered power that left an indelible mark on her. Joplin's capacity to convey unrestrained emotion resonated deeply with Courtney. It prompted no longer simply her singing fashion, but her whole approach to track. The mixture of her circle of relatives' unwavering help and her early exposure to such iconic artists fueled Courtney's ardor. It became clear that this wasn't only a young woman dabbling in track. Courtney became a prodigy on the cusp of something super. The seeds of her profession have been planted early and nurtured with care. What lay ahead, but would check her solve and stretch her expertise in approaches she couldn't yet consider. It's time to inform the whole lot, inclusive of the moments of triumph and tragedy that might define her first-rate route. Early struggles and primary degree appearances. Courtney Hadwin's adventure to the highlight commenced in 2015 when she entered Newcastle's Teenager Star Opposition. Though the contest's grand prize eluded her, Courtney's heartfelt rendition of Bob Dylan's "Make You Feel My Love" left an effective impression on the target audience and judges alike. This second marked the primary glimpse of her potential as a performer, and it set the level for a profession that might soon benefit momentum. It turned into a sizable achievement for a younger lady from the quiet village of Hesleden, and even though it failed to convey immediate fame, it ignited a hearth in Courtney to pursue track with even extra dedication. Building on her enjoy at Teen Star, Courtney took a bold step in 2017 via auditioning for The Voice Kids UK. This marked her debut on a national platform, a massive bounce from nearby performances to a televised competition considered with the aid of thousands and thousands. During her audition, she selected Tina Turner's Nutbush City Limits. Her energetic and assured performance showcased her precise voice and commanding stage presence. The judges had been briefed to apprehend her expertise. Danny Jones of McFly became his chair to mentor her through the competition. As she progressed, Courtney persevered to wow audiences. Together with her versatility, in the battle rounds she achieved dancing in the street with an infectious electricity that secured her spot in the semi-finals. There, she added a display-stopping rendition of James Brown's I Got You, better referred to as I Feel Good. Her performance left no doubt approximately her capability to tackle complex, excessive energy songs. However, her time on The Voice Kids UK came to a stop inside the finals, when her effective performance of an I Am Telling You I'm No Longer Going did not steady her the top prize. Though she didn't win, Courtney's journey at the show became transformative. It earned her countrywide reputation and proved her ability to rise above excessive competition. Courtney's distinct making a song style, uncooked, unfiltered, and full of emotion, drew each admiration and complaint. While many celebrated her as a younger talent with an old soul, a few classified her a shouter in preference to a singer. They misunderstood the soulful grit that defined her voice. These evaluations were amplified through the anonymity of online structures. At college, classmates who didn't understand her fashion echoed comparable criticisms. They regularly mocked her performances and wondered her abilities. The emotional toll of these demanding situations turned into massive. For a teen nonetheless navigating childhood, public and peer scrutiny was overwhelming. Courtney's family became her anchor at some stage in those attempting instances. Her parents worked tirelessly to protect her from negativity, even as encouraging her to stay authentic to her style. Her grandfather changed into a consistent source of knowledge and aid. He often reminded her that every top-notch artist faces grievance, and that resilience changed into the key to fulfillment. But Courtney was starting to feel her lifestyles changed into a burgeoning tragedy. Many that knew her said this became so sad. After all, Courtney changed into still a schoolgirl, juggling homework and friendships, alongside vocal schooling and competition schedules. Walking down the school hallways became a surreal revel in his classmates alternated between admiration and envy. While a few provided type words, others dismissed her achievements and amplified the insecurities that frequently accompany youth. Yet, through it all, Courtney attempted to remain centered on her passion for tune. Her journey at The Voice Kids UK became a stepping stone to larger opportunities, but it additionally highlighted the pressures of being a younger performer in the public eye. Facing criticism so early in her career slowly forced Courtney to expand a thick skin and a degree of emotional maturity beyond her years. She discovered to channel the ache and negativity into her performances. This infused her music with an authenticity that resonated profoundly with audiences. Courtney's eventual capability to deal with negativity have become one among her defining trends. She selected to consciousness at the age she received in place of the voices of doubt. The Revelin taught her that success could no longer come without challenges, and that perseverance was essential. It changed into this resilience that would propel her to even more heights within the years to come. Her subsequent step could now not most effective define her career, but also divulge her to the extreme highs and lows of worldwide reputation. America's Got Talent, a lifestyle's converting moment. Courtney Hadwin's life, modified forever, on a heat summer season evening in 2018, whilst she took the level for her audition on America's Got Talent. At just 13 years old, the shy lady from Hartlepool stood in front of a live audience and tens of millions of visitors. Her preliminary creation to the judges, including Simon Cowell and Howie Mandel, displayed her reserved demeanor. However, the instant she commenced making a song, Otis Redding's Hard to Handle, a transformation of the timid teenager gave way to a magnetic performer whose raspy, soulful voice electrified the room. Howie Mandel became visibly taken aback. He hit the coveted golden buzzer that propelled Courtney instantly into the stage shows. "You're like Janis Joplin reincarnated," he exclaimed. It was an exquisite second of validation for a young artist who had persisted years of complaint for her unconventional style. The applause that followed became thunderous. Within hours, Courtney's audition video went viral and racked up tens of millions of views on YouTube and social media. People from all corners of the globe have been captivated via her explosive power and extraordinary talent. As Courtney's superior to the quarterfinals, she confronted the huge stress of residing as much as the expectancies set by means of her golden buzzer performance. She rose to the event with a formidable rendition of James Brown's "Papa's Got a Brand New Bag." The overall performance changed into a whirlwind of air of mystery, precision, and sheer vocal electricity. It earned her every other standing ovation. Simon Cowell, normally reserved along with his praise, could not conceal his amazement. "You're a lioness on stage," he stated. In the semifinals, Courtney showcased her versatility with Steppenwolf's "Born to be Wild." Her high-strength overall performance turned into a party of freedom and defiance, attributes that resonated deeply, together with her developing fan base. With each word, she appeared to break free of the restrictions of her youngsters. The overall performance solidified her reputation as a pressure to be reckoned with. For many, it changed into difficult to agree with that this stage of level presence and vocal depth ought to come from someone so young. As the finals approached, the stakes grew higher, and the emotional highs and lows of the competition started out to take their toll. Courtney felt the burden of acting and representing herself to a target market that now stretched throughout continents. Her overall performance of "Piece of My Heart" alongside the Struts become a fitting culmination of her AGT journey. The duet became a showstopper. It combined rock, soul, and unfiltered emotion in a way that left audiences mesmerized. But in spite of her breathtaking performances, Courtney failed to take home the grand prize. The name went to Shin Lim, a magician whose remarkable illusions earned him substantial acclaim. However, Courtney's adventure on AGT became some distance from a loss. Her skills had captured the hearts of thousands and thousands, and she walked away as a celeb in her personal proper. Shortly after the opposition ended, she turned into invited to perform along Shin Lim in Las Vegas for a sequence of live indicates on the Paris Hotel and Casino. These performances allowed Courtney to further hone her craft and connect with her lovers in an intimate placing. Courtney's AGT audition stays one of the maximum considered performances within the display's history. Her newfound repute opened doors she had never imagined, including offers for report offers and possibilities to perform the viral achievement of her audition video. Additionally added her to a broader audience, a lot of whom were attracted to her raw authenticity and potential to channel her emotions through music. But the adventure wasn't without its demanding situations. The excessive scrutiny of repute brought with it a combination of reward and criticism. Online commentators dissected the whole lot from her vocal fashion to her stage presence. Courtney confronted these challenges with the identical resilience that had carried her via in advanced struggles. For a spell, she became depressed and noticed her lifestyles as a tragedy once more. But then she began to awareness at the nice feedback once more and drew electricity from the overpowering assist of her fanatics and mentors like Howie Mandel. The experience of AGT became transformative for Courtney. It became a crash course in navigating the complexities of the amusement enterprise. She found out to stability her vulnerability, with her need to mission self-assurance on degree, and he or she grew extra cushy with the highlight. For a lady who had once been mocked for her making a song, standing on one of the world's biggest levels and earning international acclaim became nothing quick of positive. As her AGT chapter came to a close, Courtney pondered on the whirlwind revel in "It wasn't just excellent, it became life-converting," she stated in an interview. The opposition had catapulted her into stardom, but additionally revealed the intensity of her resilience and backbone. Courtney left the display no longer just as a performer, she became now an artist with a story to inform. As Courtney transitioned from AGT to her subsequent opportunities, the challenges and triumphs of her time on the display might keep to shape her adventure. The stress, the grievance, the unhappiness, and the remarkable moments of joy all contributed to the younger artist's increase. The International now knew her name, but for Courtney Hadwin, this was simply the start of a tale that would redefine what it's supposed to upward thrust, fall, and upward thrust once more in the pursuit of one's desires. What lay beforehand was a path filled with both triumph and tragedy as she continued to show that her tune and her story had handiest simply all started. Challenges behind the spotlight. Fame is regularly followed by an unforgiving glare. While her performances on America's Got Talent showcased her super expertise, they also subjected her to the acute scrutiny that includes being a younger artist inside the public eye. The same internet that helped her audition video cross viral also have become a breeding ground for grievance. From her particular vocal fashion to her unstage persona, Courtney faced a barrage of critiques. These have been both positive and terrible.